How's it going, everyone?
Hey.
Welcome to Let's Play RC. Today we're just going to put some new tires and wheels on this HPI venture. Coming up.
Welcome back, and my name is Dylan.
I'm Calvin.
And on this channel we do all things RC, such as tips, tricks, reviews, upgrades.
We do unboxings, repairs, awesome run videos, and so much more. So if you're new around here, consider subscribing. So, like we said before the break, we're going to put some new 1.9-inch beadlock aluminum rims and new rubber on this bad boy. So the new tires and wheels we got are by Injora. We'll put links in the description for both wheels and tires. We've actually already built a couple off camera, so we have a couple more here. So these tires are going to be bigger, right, Dylan? What's the stock tire on this guy?
The stock tire is 102 millimeters by 38 millimeters.
Yeah, and then the new tires
are 118 millimeters by 40 millimeters.
So 118 by 40. So these are a little bigger.
102 by 30.
Yeah. You can see now these have a pretty cool aggressive grip nubs on them here.
These ones kind of look dull.
These are super swampers from Injora. So we're gonna show you guys how to build those. I mean, if you already know, then I guess you don't need to watch. But also, we're gonna build the tires, put them on, show you how they work. Now, the one thing we do know is that being a bigger tire, they may interfere, so we might have to do some modification. Okay, so here's the rims. Pretty nice. Show you up here.
Showing the camera up there.
Okay.
So get the point.
Yeah, okay. So we're just going to push the truck aside over by Dylan for now.
I'll take
so that we can use our actual space here to show you what's up. So to build these tires, these tires also come with pre-foams inside. They're pretty nice. Like, these are nice and grippy.
Yeah.
So
the rims look pretty cool. Like.
So you need a 2mm
Showed you.
hex driver to remove the screws off the back of the
rim. Wheel. Whatever you guys want to call it.
Wheel rim.
I don't know what other names there is for them. Whatever you guys want to call it.
So that takes off your back plate. You can slide that out. Now you can leave this piece in while building the tire, but you'll need to take those off to install the tire. So we're just going to leave it on for now because that's a whole bunch of little screws we don't have to worry about losing. So, anyone who's built a beadlock before will know this is more for people that haven't. Okay, so basically you just want to get the centerpiece in. I guess I should make sure I had the right side. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because the tire is the same on both sides. So this ring you want to put into the middle of your tire. All the way in. So it's in on both sides. Okay. It's in on both sides. Completely in. Now with this particular rim, the groove is the same on both sides. So then basically you slide the wheel down inside. So then you want to kind of pull
the tire out.
So that, I don't know if you guys can see, hopefully you can. This little ridge should be just up under. So basically what's going on here, actually I'm going to open this other rim up just so I can kind of explain. So that little lip on your tire here, this little lip thing here. Oh, you're actually pinching between the rim and the inner beadlock. That's what holds the tire in place. And the same will be on the back. So you'll know you have it in there because if you hold this down, now you can tell that it's pinched in there, right? Then the back piece goes on here.
And that's where you put the screws back on.
Yeah.
Once you get all the
So again,
lined up.
This little piece of rubber here is what's going to be squeezed in between the rim and then when this goes on, it presses this down. So you just got to manipulate everything to make it fit right. Now, don't over tighten your screws right away. You want to cross from each other similar to a real vehicle tire.
Yeah.
If you put all the pressure down here, this here will be unlevel and it won't seal down properly.
Yeah, so you want to put a screw on one side, the screw on the other side, and then go across the same way and across the same way until you have all the screws in. So you want to keep going across and across.
That's right.
From it. That way it's the rim's level.
Yeah.
On it.
That way everything clamps down evenly.
Yeah.
And see, I don't tighten them right away because once you have your screws partly in, so you don't go straight across, you go kind of, because this has 6 screws on the inside.
Yeah. So you go across for one, and then this way for one, and this way for one.
Yeah.
So you pretty much go across straight and then do an X.
So, like I said, we don't tighten everything down completely because you want to make sure that this is sitting evenly on that little indent part. That way the rest of the tire sits flat. So once you have that done, now these are a non-vented beadlock. So once you seal this down, the tire almost feels like it has air in it. There you go, that's built. So you could also put a little bit of Loctite on the screws to make sure they don't wobble out. It's actually probably a really good idea.
Yeah, probably.
Metal on metal, always use Loctite. That's kind of the rule we always use.
Can I build the next one?
What's going on here? We got a little screw from the, okay, here.
This one ain't missing one.
Okay, so Dyllan will build one, I guess. I'm just going to put this back in so we don't lose it. Okay, so there's one built. Dyllan can build the next one.
I'm not doing this by hand, I'm only doing the one screw because he was using the...
Here you go. There's the drill.
Thank you. Because doing it by hand, I only got one out so far.
Yeah, so guys, do you guys have an HPI venture, and what did you find were some upgrades that you've already done or that you think need to be done on that truck? Let us know in the comments below.
Maybe we'll do it.
Well, maybe we'll do it, and you know, it's good. The thing about the RC hobby is it's always good to share ideas. You know, I think we've expressed it before. We love this hobby. Nobody in this hobby knows everything.
No.
The whole idea behind this hobby is to share ideas, to take those ideas and either copy them or change them a little bit to make them your own. Because you know, the RC hobby, especially when you get into scale trucks and stuff, is all about individual expression, right? But but we learn from each other and we go, hey, that's kind of cool. I like what he did there, or I like it, but I would do this a little bit different, right? So, yeah, that's right, buddy. And remember, guys, like, so Dyllan's 10 years old, and him and I started this hobby together about 5 years ago. And so we learn together, and I teach him. And you know what? He actually teaches me some stuff. There's things he's like, but hey, Dad, what if we do this? And I'm like, that's a good idea, right? We've learned a lot. We want to share any knowledge we have with you guys. And most of all, we just want to inspire you guys to get out and play with RC. It's great for mechanical skills for kids, you know, understanding of how things work. See, I showed him once and he's already kind of got it, right? So,
and then this one's on it.
Yeah, just make sure, remember to make sure that you want that even.
Okay.
So we'll show them in the camera up here again. I don't know if you guys can see inside there how that beadlock sits. But you know what? You guys aren't dumb either. You'll figure this out. I mean,
it's hard.
Okay, so here, buddy, you're not going to push that down. You got to kind of peel, pull the rubber back a little bit to get around this piece as you're putting it in.
Okay.
Right? Until it slides down. Just keep pulling the rubber back on your tire a bit until this slides down. There you go. You hear that little snap click thing? Okay, so now you're in. Now if you push on this, just to make sure that you're right. I mean, they're actually pretty easy to build, guys. But see now on the back side, see how the back side isn't under. Oh, sorry, it's not supposed to be. Not supposed to be.
Nope.
No, because so that little lip there, I'm going to try to zoom this in the best I can, has to kind of be in that groove right there, right? So that's why we don't rush and squeeze it down right away, because then it could pinch like this, right? Yeah, so we want to slowly put it down so that as we're tightening, this actually sits in its groove. If that doesn't sit in there, the tire will actually come off the rim. So. And that's another reason you don't want to tighten it down right away, because you want to be able to spin this or adjust this a tiny bit till you get that second screw in. Now the rest of them should be completely lined up. Now I have to say, these are actually really nice looking rims. Like, you know, it's amazing what they can do with these aluminum machining products. Like, these rims feel and look just like a full-size rim that I've actually seen a rim very similar to that on real size trucks. Like, they're pretty cool, right? Okay, so Dyllan's gonna finish this up. We're gonna take the stock tires off of the HPI, and we'll come back. We'll put all 3 tires on except for one, so we can show you how that works.
So guys, we got them all built. Hola.
And we got a couple off here, so we're going to install one for you guys. And then, of course, we'll zip through the other 4, or the other 4, because we're going to put 5 tires on this truck.
Yeah, it's going to look awesome.
Yeah.
There is the back one. Yeah. That makes 5 tires.
Well, here's a good point. The tires that we bought and the rims only come in sets of 4.
2.
No, they come in 2 sets. They came with 4 tires, 4 rims, whatever. So on this particular truck, we don't have a matching wheel on the back. So it's kind of going to be like a donut. You can still have this as your spare tire for now, but it's going to be a donut.
It's a donut.
That's one thing. I have noticed there is a couple places when you go to buy tires and rims, they do sell you 5 for scale trucks so that you have the same spare for here, or wherever you mount your spare on your scale trucks. I've seen guys, some of the old Toyota trucks actually have the spare tire mounted on the hood.
Or maybe
an old like an old Defender or whatever.
Or maybe even like a Mercedes SUV. They like to have theirs on their hood or the roof.
So, we could actually put a spare tire up here. But the point being is that we don't have the proper spare.
Yeah.
So
it'd be like a donut.
It'd be cool to have a proper spare. It'd be nice if more companies sold you 5 or at least an option for 5.
Option for 4 or 5, and then the price goes down for 4.
Right, because the problem is now, in order to get this exact tire as a spare, we can put here or up here or here. We have to buy 2 more or 4 more. I think the tires themselves only come in packs of 4. And the beadlocks might come in packs of 2, but I think they come in packs of 4 as well. So now we're stuck buying a whole new set or a donut. Now, the other thing we could do is we could buy a wheel cover for this so that nobody knows what it looks like under here. But again, these tires are smaller.
What if one
the keen eye is going to notice the difference.
But also...
Not the end of the world, but it'd be cool.
But also, anyway, even a cover tire on that, if you actually broke a tire, like I did with my UDR, which the working spare tires came in handy, then what do? Get a donut? And you're actually going to have to drive home with that donut.
Yeah, I suppose if you tore this tire to crap, which I don't think you would do.
No.
These are crawler trucks, so they don't go fast or whatever. I suppose you could,
maybe,
though.
Like some nail got in it.
Yeah, or catch like a fishing hook or something when you're driving through the river. Dylan drives through the river. But anyway, if you actually wrecked this truck and wanted, these are RC trucks, guys. Let's be honest. You can always pick it up and carry it back home. But if you wanted to be real with the scale. Or if you're at maybe you're at a crawling competition and you're right in the middle of something, you might need that spare tire.
But what if?
But in reality, you could put this tire on and drive it home if you wanted to, like.
But then it's gonna go boom, 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 boom.
Well, no, it would just ride like this, just like a donut on a real car does.
But what if it got flat?
But anyways, so. The point being is it's not the end of the world that they don't, but it would be nice if these especially scale, tire companies and rim companies for scale RCs,
and if you're out there,
would give you an option to buy 5 or 4. Like I said, I've seen it, but very rare. Like if I go through Amazon right now, for example, 30 or 40 listings will be for 2 or 4. And 1 will be for 5. And actually, I don't even recall seeing 5 for rims. It's usually 5 for tires. So I suppose you could get the same tire and glue this rim back on, because I believe the rim is the same size. It's a 1.9, right? But anyway, rant over. It's like I said, it's not the end of the world. The world will continue to spin because we don't have a spare tire that matches.
It will continue to spin?
It will. Like the world's not going to stop. Because the world will still spin.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Regardless, I
can't English.
Some problems are first world. This is a first world problem. The world will not stop spinning because Dylan and I did not get a 5th tire.
No.
For a spare. But it'd be really cool to have. Anyways,
it would be really
so
cool
let's install this quick.
Spinning,
you guys are not, like we've talked about before, nobody here is completely mechanically incompetent or ignorant. Ignorant being the word in actual dictionary terms, meaning not knowing, not having knowledge. So nobody here is dumb. You can probably install a tire without us telling you how to install a tire.
I have no brains.
But we will install it anyway, one on camera to show you. So let's move the truck over by Dylan.
Hello.
Got under there.
Hello, friend.
So, pretty simple. You got these, is it 6 little screws?
Yes.
Right here.
Count 6.
Right there.
How?
Holding in your center hubcap. Oop. These screws are tiny, guys, so
Depends on this one.
try not to lose them.
This one's smaller, Dad. That one's smaller than the other.
Here, let's put them in our little tray. Me and Dyllan have these little plastic takeout lids
They're little.
that we use for. These are actually kind of cool because we use them for little parts all the
Dad,
time.
they're little.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well, you wanna share with them why you're teasing?
It says Little Caesars in the lid because it's a Little Caesars hot wings.
Let them in on the joke instead of just giggling to yourself, silly. Okay. Anyways, so guys, the one thing you have to reuse your hex nuts. So I don't know if Dyllan has those or
Mom.
what happened to. Oh yes, he does.
Mom.
So
That's what I was
pretty
just trying
simple.
to give you. Take it.
Pretty simple. Put your tire on just like you normally would.
Put the hex nut in your T-wrench.
I don't know if they can see.
The hex nut in your T-wrench.
So put your
and
hex
tighten.
nut on,
Let's get rid of this one.
and we'll speed. Okay, you're gonna get rid of the body. You could have just put it on the corner of the table there.
I still have it in my hand.
Okay, so we're gonna hex nut this on with your, what is that, 12 mil? I don't remember. Here,
Doesn't say.
let me help you.
Huh.
Huh?
Huh. I'm a llama. Huh.
Why do you make that funny noise?
I'm a Minecraft llama.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
I don't know if that's actually the noise.
Okay.
It's something
Nice
on
and
Minecraft.
snug down.
Hmm.
Now, your little hub goes back on here. And just make sure you line up your little
Little.
grooves here.
Ooh, green.
Don't know if you can even see that, but
In the groove.
some of this stuff is pretty small. Don't over tighten.
Perfecto.
Again, I don't like to tighten everything real tight on something circular like that that's holding some. I don't like to tighten one side down because then you have no wiggle room. If you're off by, with these tiny little parts, you can be off by very, very little, and it will not fit into its place properly. So I like to. I can't even see what I'm doing here. There we go.
Huh.
Now I'm tightening it down because I have a few in, so it's not going anywhere.
Hmm. Move.
All right, guys. So that's it.
Yay.
I'll show you here
The tire stuff.
and here.
Get off.
And
You don't belong
here.
on there no more.
Show you on top of Dyllan's
You
head.
don't want to. Ow!
Okay.
That's
So-
child abuse.
You shouldn't say stuff like that on camera, son.
Not actually.
Because nowadays there's, excuse me, there's lots going on with YouTube and predators and child abusers out there. And actually, yeah, I have a little bit of a rant because mine and Dyllan's channel obviously has a child in it.
Really?
And-
I didn't realize.
And because of this, you know what? I'm not even going to get into it today. If you want me to get into it, let me know in the comments below, and Dyllan and I will make a dedicated rant video about this whole child abuse on YouTube epidemic that's going on and whatever. Other than that, we're not going to get carried away. 'Cause
Yeah.
you guys are here for RC stuff, not
Yeah.
YouTube rants. But again, like I
Yeah.
said, if you want to hear a rant, let us know.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you put the tires on anyway. We're going to put the other 4 on and we'll be right back.
Right back.
YouTube magic. Film magic. Watch how fast we get these tires on this truck. Tires on. Oh, let's get a body too to finish off the job.
Dun dun. Dun dun dun.
Well, actually, guys, the job's not quite finished.
Uh-oh.
Although that looks great, the tires are going to do this. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to lift the body posts to see if that helps.
Only need the front, though.
And actually, you know what, Dylan? Dad's going to stand up for this. Slide my stool over so I can see what I'm doing. We're going to go to the highest setting.
This one I'm doing right to the top. Okay, so those are lifted. Now does the back actually need lifted? Let's just swing that out of the way for a minute. Yeah, it still catches. Okay, so can't do that same time, son. 5 might work. Okay, excuse me a second, boy. You know, this is one thing you and I weren't real happy about with this truck. Yeah, what a pain. There we go.
So, let's see how that works. So that works good for the back, guys. I'll zoom in so you can see that, but that's completely down and it's not touching. Now, the front, on the other hand, is a little bit different because the tires have to turn. It's only just catching here, though. So I think what we're just going to do is we're just going to trim a little bit of the body here.
Like sound scissors.
There we go. Now if that works, here, Dylan, I'm going to compress and you turn the tire.
Perfect.
Is it clearing? Okay. So, if you guys notice, I just kind of eyeballed that side. But if I take the trimming off of this side,
Same side.
then I'll be able to kind of get an idea what I want to do over here. Or I could just eyeball it, not that anybody's
Are you gonna notice that much?
really going to notice. I just want to try to make sure I got about the same length. So on this side we'll do the same thing. Tiny little half circle off that so it's not a sharp corner.
Make sure they're nice and soft and smooth. Smooth like a smoothie.
So that's pretty close. I don't know if anybody's going to see the difference there. So again, I'm going to do a complete. Dylan, turn it. Beauty. There we go. Now, the only bad part about that is this rear
Don't go on.
is not going to lock in properly anymore without bending the truck. So, well, you could, but it's really going to put a lot of pressure. So we're just not going to be able to lock that back down anymore, but that's okay. Because the pins up top are going to hold it up.
Or you could just put it on like that and just not lock that in there.
That's what I'm saying. It's not going to lock the body down in the back, right? But I think those tires look awesome on there, and I'm actually really looking forward to getting out and giving her a try. So that video is going to be coming soon. Alright guys, so that's everything for today. Some cool new bead locks and tires for the HPI Venture. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Maybe it helped you a little bit. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss anything on our channel. Until next time, get out and play. See you guys later.